Father, Son, Holy Spirit, 3 in 1. Come now, Holy Spirit. Come now and give me peace in this moment. Fall in this atmosphere and bring forth peace, Holy Spirit. I need you right now. Guys, good day, good day. Welcome to Grace Ministries USA, where we try to win souls for Jesus by doing everything we can short of sin, including putting up devotionals 5 times a week to help us to think clearly, to feel confident in our decision making. Who doesn't want to be able to think clearly and feel more confident in our 70 trillion decisions that we have to make every day? I do. I want to feel confident. I want to know what to do without doubt and not have to be afraid, and feel confident and not live in shame and guilt and condemnation and resentment and anger. I want to see the world through God's eyes, through the gospel, through the Bible, through the truth. Because when we look at it through media, social media, politicians, family, all these other things, it will disappoint us. It will always let us down. Man will disappoint, but God, He is so real and true, and everything that is written in the Bible is true, y'all. God is who He says. The Bible's real. He is coming back for us. Maybe today, maybe 10,000 years from now. Feels like it's going to be soon. I don't know. It's just my opinion, but either way, we live and stand for Jesus. Today's devotional. When all these things begin to happen, stand and look up. Look up. Your salvation is near. Luke 21:28 tells us, y'all. The Bible tells us to be aware of the signs of the times. Things are happening in our world today that are indeed signs of the end times, y'all, in my opinion. Let's just say signs of the times, because everything we're seeing is alerting us to the fact that Christ is coming back. The Bible describes these signs as labor pains. It feels a little painful. We also could compare prophetic events to closely placed dominoes. That what happens when you hit one domino. When the first one falls, the others will go in rapid succession. Rapid. Ding, 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 ring, and it just picks up from there. And we are on the verge of it, in my opinion. This is just an opinion. But I think the next event on the prophetic calendar is going to be the rapture of the church. That moment when God will call all true believers to meet Him in heaven. Sometimes people confuse the rapture with the second coming. They get it mixed up in the prophetic calendar. It can be confusing, especially all the different religions. But the second coming, however, right, with the second coming, they're separate events. In the rapture, Jesus comes for His church. In the second coming, He returns with the church. In the rapture, He comes for His church. In the second coming, He returns with His church. You see, the rapture comes before the judgment, the tribulation period. In the second coming, when Jesus comes with judgment, y'all. Now, following the rapture, the Antichrist will emerge on the scene according to the gospel. He'll be charismatic. He'll be brilliant. He'll be one of them fake, phony politician type folk. You know who I'm talking about, those type folk. He will have economic and military solutions. He will be charismatic. He will be engaging. He will reveal himself as a man of peace and even help Jewish people rebuild the temple. He is fraudulent, but he'll be in there and have everybody food. But 3.5 years into that tribulation, what he's going to do, he's going to commit the abomination of desolation. It's in the Bible. Check it out. It's where he erects an image of himself in the Jewish temple, and then he commands people to worship it. This is idolatry. This is false prophecy. The tribulation will culminate, the tribulation will culminate with the battle of Armageddon, which will be fought in the Middle East. A lot of big words in here, y'all. Forgive me. Then Jesus Christ will return in the second coming, which will be followed by the millennium, the 1,000-year reign of Christ on earth. Lastly, heaven and earth will become one as the new Jerusalem descends from heaven. All these events are yet to come. They're all prophesied in the Bible. They're all forthcoming. What then are some of the signs of the times that we should be aware of? What is it that's pointing to this insanity? Well, when we look around the world, what do we see? The emergence of China as a military and economic superpower. That would be a sign of the end times. Another is the diminishing of the United States of America, which we don't find in the last days scenario. A little concerning. Then there is the growing aggression of Russia and the emergence of Islam. Yeah. All kinds of things going on. As these events come together, they will center around Israel and Jerusalem, y'all. The Bible tells us on that day, I will make Jerusalem an immovable rock. All the nations will gather against it to try to move it, but they will not. They will only hurt themselves. Zechariah 12:3, God also said that Israel would be surrounded by enemies, independent, and attacked on all sides. 1942 was moved, established as a country, is attacked on all sides. Students of the Bible will pay careful attention to these events because they understand, and especially any mention of attempting to wipe out Israel is concerning. So what are we supposed to do when we hear all this insanity in these events that we're talking about that Jesus said? Well, since Jesus said, and these are his words, so when all these things begin to happen, stand and look up, for your salvation is near. Luke 21:28. If we really believe Jesus Christ is returning, then it should affect our conduct, the way we live, the way we carry ourselves. 1 John 3:3 says, and all who have this eager expectation will keep themselves pure, just as he is pure. We should seek to live godly lives, y'all. Look up and live purely biblical, gospel type lives, and I assure you it will be better than anything you could have ever hoped or imagined or done on your own. I've tried everything under the sun, and then I gave God a chance. What a mistake. What an absolute waste of time. What a fraudulent, nonsensical whole I fell into, and then I met Jesus. Oh God, there's nothing like him. My prayer is that if you have not met Jesus,